Howdy, Mike McCoy. Back down here at the planer shed. I was going to do another video on this. I didn't feel like I got done yesterday, so I'm doing nothing. And Mother has been gathering pumpkins. That's part of her big pumpkin crop. But we got the planer set in place today. That's my old planer. I think that thing's built in 1957. It's a Paramatic. And that shiny box on the side, I had to change the, I guess you'd call them heaters. I don't know if it's heaters, starters, or what. But we run a 3-phase inverter. It's a motor. I don't know how it does it, but it does it. And you can start this thing up and it'd run just fine for, say 10-15 minutes. And then it'd throw the breaker. And come to find out, it had heaters in it for 440. And it just wouldn't work. And the heaters was so old you couldn't buy new ones. So a friend of mine, he got whatever it took to fix it. Put that in there. There's my blower. There'll be a 6-inch pipe runs from that to that. And I'll figure out some way of getting in. And here in this shed part here where we hem up the shavings, we'll have to box that in there. But I've got the stuff to do that with. It's just a matter of doing it. And there's the wires hanging down for it. We'll get those and get all that hooked up. But it's coming together. We'll be planing here probably next week. I've got a few orders I've got to saw next week, so I don't guess we'll get too much to it. But yeah, that's where we blow the shavings, and it keeps them dry. These horse people really like him. And here's the rest of the thing. We ain't done nothing else but set this. You see, Paramatic, whatever that means, but it's 20-inch, and it does do a real good job. I like my old planer. I've made a lot of shavings of this thing over the years, and the guy that sold it to me gave me a real good deal on it. But I just thought I'd show that. And this shed was originally my old sawmill shed. And we had a little Meadows mill in here. And see them notches in the rafters? There was a shed come out this way. It housed the power unit. It went from right there to that second rafter for me, and they come out this way, and that's where the power unit sit. And there was another section of this. These sections is 20 foot long, and it was 3 sections, and that section out there we had to cut it off in order to make room for the mill when we put that mill in. But there was a little Meadows mill here that run for, well, we ran for 10 years. And my old sawmill shed, the blizzard of '93 put it on the ground. It just collapsed it. And we put this shed up sometime after March, for the blizzard of '93 was in March, and we probably built this in June or July and got it put up there. And sawed in it for 3 years. 4 years. We put that mill up, our mill we're sawing on now, we put it up in 1997. And we've sawed that ever since. But that's a little bit of the background on that. And I may do one more video, show you the rip saw and that boxed in to where the shavings is, and maybe the thing will work in a little bit. I hope that blower works. Well, I know the blower works, but I've got it angled up to blow up there in the corner, for I didn't want to hang it back from the ceiling. It was hung from the ceiling, And that thing, it was just hard to do anything with and get up there. I didn't really like that, so. But I believe that'll work just fine. And if it don't, we'll do something else. But there's Mary's old loader. We was using it to tie off to pull that down there with the come along. And I'm glad to get this done. Took a lot off my mind. But that's about it. Here's my log deck. And the reason we worked on that planer shed all week, we broke a chain. See that there? And what broke it, that's white oak. And there's a section from right there on out to the end. And you drive nails in here to hold it, and them nails are evidently rusted too. And it pulled that piece out there on top of that sprocket and broke my chain. So I've got to replace all this white oak. And all that is 2x4s, rough cut 2x4s. And that's been there for, I'm sure, 10 years or longer. So it's due. I should have replaced it back last year. And I started to do it, and I just thought, well, I will one of these days. But I had to order a piece of chain, and it just ain't got here yet. But maybe it'll come this weekend. We can get the log deck up and going and cut a piece of white oak and put in there and have that fixed. So I just thought I'd show you that. You can sort of see how this works. And our preventative maintenance is pretty much non-existent. We wait till it breaks and then we fix it. That's just to show you that. Thank you.